Looking to improve your time management skills? Dividing your time efficiently between tasks can be challenging, which is why throughout history, we've been looking for better ways to manage our time effectively. 34th U.S. President Dwight D. Eisenhower believed that productivity was a result of directing your attention and time to activities based on their level of importance or urgency, rather than both at the same time. In this video, we'll be discussing the Eisenhower Matrix and how it could help you manage your time wisely. I'm Alex with Jotform. Let's get started. This time management matrix was based off of Eisenhower's very own management strategy, hence the name. This strategy was later made popular by the late Stephen R. Covey in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Covey believed that people could use this matrix as a means of focusing on important tasks when scheduling out your time. Now, before we work on how to complete this matrix, we need to understand the difference between the words important and urgent. Important activities are those that directly contribute to medium-term and long-term goals. These activities require your sustained attention and effort to complete. Though these tasks are important, they may not require your immediate attention, but they cannot be ignored altogether. Urgent tasks, on the other hand, need your immediate attention. These tasks hold a lot of weight, and if not addressed immediately, they could get in the way of achieving your other tasks and goals. Now, this is what a time management matrix actually looks like. It is composed of 4 quadrants that separate your activities based on their level of importance and urgency. Quadrant 1 is both urgent and important. This is at the top left corner of the matrix and is reserved for activities that are both important and urgent. They require your immediate attention and action. This could be something like a family emergency or an upcoming hard and fast deadline. These tasks usually come up unexpectedly but simply cannot be ignored. Quadrant 2 is not urgent but important. It's in the top right corner of the matrix and lists important tasks that are not urgent. You don't have to complete these activities at this moment, but you should schedule and plan for them as they allow you to stay on target for your long-term goals. Some examples for this quadrant could be exercise, revising your resume, pitching to clients, and maintaining your connection to family and friends through social activities and interactions. Quadrant 3 is at the bottom left side of the matrix and consists of urgent things that are not important that you should minimize or eliminate altogether. You may be wondering, how can a task be urgent but not important? These tasks usually involve another person who did not manage their time wisely and is asking for you to help them out on an emergency basis. Things like this can really distract you from your true focus, which is why you should do your best to minimize or get rid of them entirely. An example of this could be an email, text message, or phone call that you must respond to immediately before it loses its value. This could be someone asking for your help on a project, or even someone asking if they should grab lunch with you. Now, you're spending time looking at a restaurant menu and discussing food options instead of focusing on important tasks. The last quadrant is quadrant 4, which is at the bottom right of the matrix. This section lists items that are both not urgent and unimportant. These are things that may be fun to do, but do not support your goals in any way, like internet surfing, checking social media, or binge watching your favorite show. These things can easily distract you from important tasks and should be avoided when trying to be productive. Now that your tasks are divided into the quadrants, it's time to actually balance your time between them. You may be inclined to devote most of your time and attention to quadrant 1, but this is not a good idea. Doing this can quickly dominate your time and not allow you to focus on any long-term goals. Covey suggests that effective people focus mainly on quadrant 2, not urgent but important tasks, and minimize their time spent in quadrant 1. Quadrants 3 and 4 should be avoided as much as physically possible. Okay, let's review the quadrants. Quadrant 1 is the urgent and important tasks, which are usually some type of emergency that needs attention. Quadrant 2 is for not urgent but important tasks. You should make time for these as they push you to long-term goals. Quadrant 3 is for urgent things that aren't important and are usually caused by someone else's poor time management skills. And finally, Quadrant 4, which consists of not urgent and unimportant tasks. These are the things you can do in your free time, not when trying to be productive. It's important that you recognize which tasks are truly important to you and which can be set aside for later. You can even track past activities with the time management software to see how much time you've spent on each quadrant and where you can make improvements. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm Alex here with Jotform. Have a good one.